All right. We are live. Going live. Oh yeah. You know what it is. All right. Let me see if I can sign into chat real quick. Action cannot be performed inside Streamlabs desktop. To interact with chat, you can open this chat in a web browser. Okay. I'll open that. Okay. Okay, am I signed in the chat? Hmm. Okay. Let's refresh the page and see if we're live. I'm gonna make this happen. All right, whatever. We're doing it live. All right. So we are continuing our adventure. New player. I basically know nothing about this game. I think the highest level I've gotten to is like level 23, which is nothing. You know, it's just basically just doing like low-level fetch quests and tutorial zones. So yeah, I know nothing. Never gotten to level 60. Never gotten anything cool in this game. Never done really anything cool. Just running around. New player. But hey, man, that's what I think is actually kind of fun about this game. We're doing this with no add-ons. Doing this with like no help, and I've got no one helping me. I'm not gonna watch any YouTube videos, nothing like that. We are just launching into this, and we're gonna play, and we're gonna die and die and die, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna cause chaos. It's gonna be chaos, and it's gonna be fun to watch because I'm not just min-maxing. I'm not, adding all these things into the game to make it easier to play, make it, more modernized or whatever. I'm just playing it as it's meant to be played. When it came out, when I was like a freaking tiny little child, and yeah, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be epic. Can't wait to freaking play this game. It's gonna be great. All right, so yeah, follow me along on my journey. Uh, you know, we got one view on the last on the last stream, so that's cool. Nobody popped in the chat. That's okay. But we are going to be. We have a chat box now, so you can chat, and it'll pop up on the screen. You can say whatever you want. I'm not going to ban you. Literally, just say whatever you want. Spam, just have fun. I'm gonna type the first thing in chat just to prove to myself that that it actually works and I wasn't just dreaming. All right, let's go. All right, I'm gonna make this all caps. It's got to be all caps. It's always all caps. All right. Just like when I start the stream, I'm going all caps from now on. Yeah, there we go. All right, popped up right away. Yeah, dude, things are working. All right, I extended the time that the chats can exist in the chat window. All right, let's check our log. See what we need to do. Thistlebores, mangy night sabers. Crown of the Earth. Fill the jade vial, bring it back to Corythus. That's in Starbreeze Village. Troubling Breeze. Gorillus Telvarin serves as Great Warden to the hibernating druids of the Talon in the Banithil Barrow Den. Duty as the chosen protector of the sleeping is to ensure their safety so that their pact with the Ysera remains fulfilled, but word from the Garrulus is now delayed and I grow nervous. Travel east to Starbreeze Village, bring back a report from Garrulus. I've got to talk to Garrulus at Starbreeze Village. I've got to fill the Jade Vial at Starbreeze. Oh wow, I've got a lot. Okay, Garrulus. Powerful amulet, able to siphon energy from the Emerald Dream, bestowing luck upon those who carry it. I've been able to retrieve it from my dresser in Starbreeze Village. Okay, so grab an amulet from a dresser in Starbreeze. There's a lot of stuff in Starbreeze. Zen Foulhoof. Got to collect some of those stinky little farty pine cones. Bring them to Zen. Satyr. So I got to go kill Lord Melenus in the Fell Rock Cave. And he's north. Road to Darnassus. I've got to kill 6 Gnarlpine ambushers. Return to Sentinel Amara. Okay. Cool. What is happening? What was that? That keeps happening to me. Okay, so I'm gonna go east first, I think. I'm gonna go to Starbreeze Village. Let's check our little map since we did find that. We're basically pointed in the right direction. Let's just follow this trail, and we should get there. Maybe we'll see Zen along the way, and we can pop him a quick one, turn him into a little froggy. I didn't realize that's what was happening. Oh, and a Night Saber. I think I have to get a mangy Night Saber though, don't I? Let's see. Balance of Nature. Yeah, mangy Night Saber. Might have to actually go back. Might have to go backwards to find those guys. Alright, so we're headed east. Webwood lurker. So there's a bunch of spiders. Here's the satyr. Alright, so let's find those stinky little balls and collect those. So we can feed them to this guy, turn him into a frog, restore our honor and our dignity within the council, the Night Elf Council. I mean, everybody freaking hates me now because I'm helping the satyrs, I'm helping these little freaking goat leg demons, and it's not good. Shouldn't have done that. Nobody told me, okay? I didn't know. I'm a new player. I don't know that freaking goat-legged demon people are bad, okay? In this world, you know? I mean, obviously, if I saw one in real life, I'd be like, definitely gonna ignore that. Definitely gonna walk away. Or just keep doing what I'm doing and just totally ignore it. That's probably what I would do. Yo! Hello, man. I'm your only viewer. What's up? I don't know how to pronounce your name because it's in Russian. I do go to a Russian church, but I do not speak it yet or read it. So I'm sorry about that. But hello. Welcome to the channel. You are my first viewer. You're the first chatter, I think, that I've ever talked to on my channel. Who's probably actually hearing my voice. So, awesome, man. And we've got the chat box working. So we've got the stream overlay working. How are you? How's your night going? What time is it? What time is it where you are in the world? I'm assuming you're somewhere in Eastern Europe or Russia. Yeah, man, that's pretty cool. We got somebody in the chat, somebody viewing, welcome. I am a total noob at this game. I basically know nothing. I think I've gotten to level 23. I think that's the highest level I've ever gotten to, which is basically nothing. You're a tutorial, zone noob at level 23. I started playing this game after all of my friends quit. So I'm not going to get any help. It's me, alone, in pain, dying over and over again. It's going to be chaotic. It's going to be messy. Oh, here's another one of those pine cones. I'm trying to find these stinky little pine cones. But, yeah, welcome. What country are you viewing from? I'm guessing Russian. Or maybe Ukrainian? I don't know. Either way, welcome. We don't distinguish, but well, we do. But trying to be. Oh shit! Okay, this could be bad. All right, I'm gonna run. You might see me die for the first time here. Oh god, no. Okay. Oh shit. Okay, all right. The spider's running away. I just have to fight the Night Saber. I think I can do this. Let me do. I'll use my. What's that? Number 7. Okay, I'm gonna react this attack. It's 12 a.m. in Russia. Oh, welcome from Russia. I'm trying to think of any Russian words I know. I say them every week at church, and I immediately forget them. I'm so sorry. Spratznikom. There we go. Yes, welcome, welcome, welcome. Spasiba. And welcome to the channel from Russia. That's so cool. Well, it is 4 a.m. here. I have to go to work in about 45 minutes, so this is going to be a little bit of a short stream. But that's okay. We're going to try to get as much done as we can here without dying. I got to keep my wits about me. Yeah, that's so cool. Well, welcome from Russia. Welcome from Russia. I hope everything's going okay over there. You know, I would love to visit sometime. One of my best friends is Russian. He was born in St. Petersburg. So I love you people. I love you. Yeah, I go to a Rokor church, so fun times, fun times. Although I've been a kind of a bad boy lately. I think I missed last weekend, so you know, pray for me, pray for me. But let's see. I need to find this satyr here. I need to give these stinky pine cones to this goat demon man. To turn him into a frog. I need to curse this man so that he doesn't bother our forests anymore. You gotta get out. Pool's closed. Okay?
Don't touch me!
Don't touch me! Oh my gosh, this guy's a freak.
You again?
Yeah. That's sweet. Turn him into a little frog. That's what you get. That's what you get, bozo. Coming up in here, bothering our freaking night elves and shit. Come on. No, that's awesome. Cool, man. We got one viewer from Russia. I'm so happy about that, man. Yeah, I hope everything's going well over there. Man, things are pretty crazy right now, right? I mean, with politics and world events and wars and everything. I hope we don't make it. I hope the USA doesn't make it worse. Personally, I'm in the USA. You know, we are, unfortunately, we are the great Satan. A lot of the times, you know, I tend to think, you know, generally the people we have a good heart. You know, we have generally good intentions, but you know, things are falling apart quite rapidly. I have to say. So it's nice to be able to play some games and you know, get out of it a little bit. But yeah, oh my gosh, I was just watching. We have a new president over here, and I was watching one of his speeches recently, and he said from what I remember, he said he had a really good talk with Putin, or things were going well, President Putin, and things were looking hopeful for you know, resolving things, you know, over there, and hopefully returning, you know, that portion of land to Russia, and helping the civilians there that are under duress from the Ukrainian government. What a tragic situation, you know, I mean, it's crazy. And over here, you know, we're just like completely blasted with propaganda, you know, over the whole situation. So it's hard to tell what is real, you know, what's really happening, who's telling the truth and everything, but with my I have a sort of a unique perspective, you know. I know a bunch of Russian people, and so I love asking them about this stuff. So I get to hear, on one end, all of the mainstream propaganda, you know, about you know, how the Russians are evil and all this bullshit, and then on the other hand, I get to actually talk to real Russians. So it's really great. I am trying to learn English and decide to watch some streams on YouTube. Sorry for my grammar mistakes. No, it's all right. You sound fine to me. It sounds like you can write better than most Americans, so congratulations on that. That's awesome, man. Well, I hope you enjoy this stream, and I hope you you're successful with that endeavor. It sounds like you're already making very good progress. You know what? I've been meaning to learn Russian for a long time. I'm going to make an effort. I'm going to actually write it down on my calendar and actually start doing that. How about that? We're going to struggle together, but from different ends. Yeah. I'm going to do that. I need to learn. I have all these friends that speak Russian. And whenever I visit another church, you know, I want to know what they're saying, you know, but I can't. And then, you know, people will come up to me and they'll just start speaking Russian, you know, because they just assume that I speak Russian. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm just an idiot. I don't, I don't know anything. So, but yeah, well, if there's anything I can do to help you to learn English faster or easier, anything I can do to help you, let me know. Because, yeah, we need to help each other out, you know? That's the only thing that's gonna make the world better. So, people helping each other, so, yeah, man. That's so cool, that's so cool. My buddy is learning Cyrillic right now, and so he's learning Church Slavonic, which is a really interesting thing. You know, it's slightly different, but it's like an older form, kind of. Very cool. Let's see, I gotta this guy so I can faster. Yeah, this one alive. Let's hope. Oh man, I don't have my ability. Oh, is it because I'm using a skinning knife? I can't use my heavy attack? Uh-oh. This could be bad. This could be bad. This could be really bad. There we go. Okay, he's running. I have to be really careful. Uh-oh. Yeah, yeah, what can I do to help you learn English faster? We could, Well, I wanted to do some movie streams on here. So it might be possible that we could find some Russian subtitles on the movie streams, on the movies that we're going to watch. And that way I could learn how to read Russian along with the English voice acting, and you could learn the way to vocalize the words with the subtitles in Russian. Alternately, we could also watch videos of we could watch Russian movies. That would be awesome. I would love to watch some Russian film. I haven't really seen that much Russian film. I would love to, and we could watch it with English subtitles, and then we could sort of learn in reverse, you know. That would be really cool. I think the dynamic of that sounds really fun too. Just the idea of sort of one of us is learning how to read, and the other one is learning how to speak, but it's the same video, you know, and then we can like switch it out back and forth. I think I'm going to do that. I've wanted to do that for a long time. I wasn't sure which language I wanted to launch into first, but I think it's glaringly obvious it has to be Russian. So, okay, I need to talk to the guy at the pool, I think, right? Is it that guy? Well, regardless, I need to buy a new sword because I can't use my heavy attack with the skinning knife. So, let's see, weaponsmith.
My goods are of the highest quality.
Stiletto. This guy's got a deep voice. My goods are of the highest quality. I bet he gets the ladies with that voice. I don't have much to sell. Oh no. So I don't know if I can buy this sword. Uh-oh. Let's see, I'll try to open my bags here. I wonder if I have anything. No, not really. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, maybe I'll get some gold if I bring this vial to this guy, and then I can buy a sword. Okay, over here, right? Yeah. I've got to look at my mini-map. I forget there are some indicators up here. And I'm not trying to, so I'm not going to use any add-ons, right? So I'm not going to use any help from any mods or anything like that. But I will use what is in the game. And there are some map markers and indicators in the game, which make it a little bit easier to navigate around. So this guy says, after the Battle of Mount Hayal, we were without direction. Nordrassil smoked from the fire it unleashed, and our immortality, the very essence of our beings, was lost. It was in this trying time that the betrayer was freed from his prison, and Shan'do Stormrage disappeared. A dark time for all.
Good luck, friend.
There is another moonwell southeast of the entrance of Darnassus, on the shores of the pools of Elathrian. The Sentinels are having problems patrolling the area because of attacks and the growing ill-temperedness of the Gnarlpine Furlbogs. Be wary as you seek out the well, and keep your weapons close at hand. Fill the tourmaline vial and bring it back to Korathas Moonrage in Dolinar. Alright, so we have to, let's see, which direction are we going? We're going on the shores of the pools of Elathrian, southeast of the entrance to Darnassus. Okay, southeast to the entrance of Darnassus, on the shores of the pools of Arlithrian. Okay. Southeast of the entrance of Darnassus.
May the stars guide you.
Okay, let's see. Yes, let's see. Darnassus, okay. So this is Dolinar. I haven't found Darnassus yet. I'm assuming it's up there to the northwest. But first, we need to figure out how we're going to get another weapon, because I don't think we're going to be able to survive this if we don't. Maybe we'll go back up towards Shadow Glen and try to complete that mangy Night Blade. I can't remember what they're called, but essentially the mangy cats. We gotta beat up some mangy wild cats and some other creatures. Boars. We've got to get some boars. So we're gonna kill some wild pigs and some mangy wild cats. And I think I will keep this skinning knife, but because I want to learn how to make leather. Requires melee weapon. So this isn't considered a melee weapon? That's interesting. I would think it would be, but I guess not. I guess it's like a tool that you can also attack with, but is not a melee weapon? Okay. Interesting. Well, sweet. Yeah, so awesome. Well, okay, so that means that so Russia is 4 hours behind us. Okay, that makes sense with the way the Earth is turning and everything. I used to live in California. I live in Michigan right now, and California was 3 hours behind Michigan. So that makes a lot of sense. Wow. So Russia. So you must live in the eastern part of Russia. That's really cool. Very good. Yeah, if you don't mind me asking, what part of Russia are you from? And how cold is it right now? it's so cold where I am. It was 8 below Fahrenheit. I consume all English content for 30 plus days, and today I decided to try some chat with native speakers. In the near future, I'll try to watch Scarface with English subtitles and learn words and phrases. Oh, that's so cool, man. Cool. Okay. Oh, man. Awesome. Well, I'm honored to be your backboard here. That's awesome. I'm so excited, but still writing in your chat. That's so cool, man. I'm excited for you. That's really, really cool. Yeah, well, congratulations on starting that journey. I mean, it's hard. It's hard because it's a lot to learn new language. Um, of course, I don't have the perspective of learning English as an adult, so I don't know how difficult it is. Um, but that's really really cool. I'm happy for you. In any way that I can help, let me know. Um, your brother over here would love to help. So yeah, we'll watch movies. I will watch movies with Russian subtitles just for you and for myself as well because I do want to learn Russian. I think it's a great language. Um, I recently went to Toronto to a ROCOR youth conference, and I'm a little bit I was right on the edge of like being too old to go, but it was still very cool. I got to meet a lot of very nice people my age, and had a lot of fun. Saw beautiful church, and I got to hear a lot of Russian language. And it was just so beautiful. I don't know how to describe it. It's very unique, and my favorite time there was helping the older ladies, the babushkas, in the kitchen, because they had to make lunch for like 200 people, and it was so funny, I don't want to imitate how they sounded because it might be disrespectful, but it was so great just to be around them and to see them in motion, just like moving around it. And there was sort of like the head babushka, and she was sort of like almost just spitting out orders at all the other women like a machine gun, just like ordering this thing around, just making sure everything's perfect. And it was just so wonderful, such attention to detail and such care, put into things, and making things right and perfect. Just such a wonderful people. Yeah. And you could see it as it's part of the culture as well. Yeah. And then there was one point in the conference when, I wish I would have asked somebody what the song was called so I could have written it down and learned it. But there was one point at the conference when like 300 people all just broke out in song, like spontaneous Russian folk song. It was so cool. It was so cool. Everybody just started in this big room. Everybody started singing this Russian folk song, and everybody knew the lyrics, and it was just like deafening and just booming, and I was sitting there kind of embarrassed, just as an American English speaker. I didn't I didn't know the words, I didn't know the song, but it was an absolutely mind-blowing and life-changing experience, because I had never seen anything like that. I had never ever seen people sing like that together in a way where it was just this big cultural moment for me. I had never seen culture like that. Right? In America, we don't have that. We don't have like cultural songs anymore. All of that is pretty much gone now. We used to have like fun folk songs, and it was and it was fun, and it brought people together, and it was sort of like a national. It was like a patriotic thing, everybody had fun, and it reminded us that we were part of something. We were part of people, part of a nation, a culture. But unfortunately, in America, we've lost that a lot. But it was amazing to see it with the Russian people and the Russian youth. It was mostly young people, in their 20s, broke out in spontaneous song, and they were all singing this. I wish I remembered what it was, how it went, so I could sing it for you. But everybody just instantly knew it and just broke out, and it was amazing. It was amazing. So, and it inspired me. I want to, in my community, I want to bring that back. People shouldn't be embarrassed to sing. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Yeah. Yeah, I heard this one story. It was kind of funny. Our bishop, who recently fell asleep in the Lord, but he came to visit one time, and my Matushka, she's the choir director at our church, and she was there with the bishop at some choir recital. It was an American. An American Orthodox choir, you know, and and the bishop came to listen to them, and the bishop came to listen to them sing. Very nice, and and of course they had all of these beautiful, you know, choral songs to show the bishop, you know, and to make him proud. But the bishop just wanted to hear. He said, sing "Oh Susanna," you know, like "Oh Susanna, Susanna, blow your horn," you know, that one. We learned that one as children in choir, of course. But he, you know, he asked them, you know, I want to hear "Oh Susanna," you know, and they said, no, we're not going to do "Oh Susanna," no, of course not. It's a silly song, and he said, no, I want to hear "Oh Susanna," you know. And they said, no, we're not going to do "Oh Susanna," you know, and the bishop said, I'm your bishop, you know, you're going to do "Oh Susanna," you know, I want to hear "Oh Susanna," and it was just so funny, you know, and of course he's being kind of funny, but he's, you know, it's also, it just shows a difference, you know, like, why take everything so seriously? It's a beautiful song. "Oh Susanna's a nice song, you know, and it was a song that people could sing together and feel good, you know, and there's something about singing I never understood really until I came into the Russian church. But there's something about singing that really just uplifts your spirit and brings people together, and it's very interesting. It's very, very interesting. It's one of my goals is to dig up some good song material and get my local people to start singing together. Because I think in America, have you read Dostoevsky's books or other books of Russian writers? I love Dostoevsky. I haven't read a lot of his stuff. I think I read The Dreamer and The Idiot is one of my favorite books ever. It follows a young prince. You might have read it, but if you haven't, it follows a young prince who comes home, and he's deserving of some inheritance, but like his house is going through some trouble or something. But essentially, nobody believes he's a prince because he's so like kind and like naive and maybe not so cunning and intelligent, but he's got like a good heart, you know, he's got a really good heart, and he's sort of coming back into this world that has been secularized, and has sort of forgotten the old ways and the ways of God, and so he's coming back, and everybody thinks he's an idiot, right? Because he's just so kind and nice, and he never sees wrong in anybody, right? Which is seen as a flaw in modern society, right? But in Christianity, it's a beautiful thing. You know, if you don't see other people's mistakes and you only see your own, then I mean that's a quality of a saint, right? So, The Idiot was an amazing book. In my opinion, that taught me a lot about myself and life in general, you know, and other people, and how silly we are as people, you know, as human beings, and how we take silly things very seriously, you know, and then make life all about them, you know, and then we forget the important things like being kind to people and self-sacrifice. you know, um, which really are the most important things, right? That's what we should take very seriously, you know. but but uh, but the main character was so good in that, so good. I loved it. And then I read The Dreamer. I'm not sure if The Dreamer was Tolstoy or Dostoevsky, but that one was about a man who was going to kill himself, and I can't remember exactly what happened, but I think there was some level of redemption in the end where he's lifted up, you know, through the cosmos, and I can't remember exactly what it was, but the idiot was much more profound to me. There were scenes in that. There were scenes in Dostoevsky's The Idiot that I mean, they were wild scenes, you know, that were just absolutely entertaining and funny. I laughed out loud so many times to that book, you know. Just the interesting situations that they would get into, and it's very situational as well, you know, but the situation is teaching you something about human nature, you know, and the ego, and it's also a tragedy, right? It's a tragic book because the protagonist, he just wants the best for everybody, and you're following him along, and you see this, but these people, you know, a lot of these people, they don't want the best for themselves, you know, they are almost addicted to misery, you know, and apathy and masochism, right? So masochism is when you enjoy pain, you know, or sadism, right, is when you enjoy inflicting pain on others. And so I think we live in a sort of a sadomasochistic society where people are they would rather be sad than happy, for some reason. I think it might be easier to comprehend, and it's easier to be sad, right? It's much easier to live a sad life than to live a happy life, because what you have to do to live a happy life is, well, it's not very obvious. Sometimes it's hard to figure out, and also it's there. You have to do difficult things that you don't want to do, you know, to live a happy life. Which at first, you know, you have to go through a little suffering, you know, to get the reward, I suppose. But yeah, what a wonderful, wonderful book. I would love to read more Dostoevsky. Do you have any recommendations for a good Dostoevsky book that I should read? I would love to get your recommendation from a real Russian. Oh man, that's so cool. Not to fetishize or anything, you know. One of my best friends is Russian, and he sort of turned me on to Dostoevsky, and Tolstoy, but he is moving soon here to Nevada, so I won't get to talk to him very much anymore, unfortunately. He's going to be busy in the gold mines, making lots of money, which is good. I'm so happy for him. And he's getting married. He found a, you know, found a nice American girl here, and they're gonna get married, and their kids are going to be Russian Orthodox, which is very happy. I'm very happy. Oh, how much silver do I have? I need to buy a sword. But yeah, Dostoevsky is amazing. I would love to read more Dostoevsky and more Tolstoy. And really Russian writers in general. So good, so good. I think they have profound things to say about
Go in peace.
modern life and culture and ancient history. It's unfortunate because it's very easy for us Americans to miss all of that rich literature and film. Oh man, Stalker. Stalker is that might be one of my. That's definitely in my top 5 movies. Stalker might be my favorite movie of all time. The old one from, they had to reshoot it. They had, 7 hours of film, but it all got it burned or turned radioactive or something, and the film got destroyed, and they had to reshoot the whole thing, and I think they filmed it during the Soviet Union, which is somewhat of a struggle, and yeah, what a wonderful film. I mean, the Russian people have such a rich artistic heritage and culture. Not to like glaze you guys too much, but you know what I'm saying. It's I enjoy it so much. The Stalker film was great, but I want to see more. I want to see more because we don't see a lot of that over here because of our media apparatus is opposed essentially to the Russian media apparatus. It's very sad. I wish that the artists of the world, I mean, we need to get together. I wish that we could get together and figure things out, and let our political views and whatever, just like put it to the side and come together for the truth, for the betterment of the truth, for the fulfillment of art, truth through art and peace and cultural enrichment, I suppose, which is sort of a dirty word, but yeah, wow. I think the problem here as well, and the problem in the West, is that we view art much differently than the rest of the world, much of the world. We view art much differently than many other people, and not myself, but unfortunately, art in the West, in America and Western Europe, is very self-serving, right? It's very self-serving, and it is servicing the passion. It's so strange. I'm chatting with a Native American speaker about Dostoevsky, but you read that stuff in translation into English, and I read that stuff in original. I mean, without translation. Yeah. Well, I need to learn Russian so that I can read it in Russian. I will. That is so cool. Yeah. Look at that. I mean, Dostoevsky, a perfect bridge, between the West and the East, and I have to say, as an American, thank you, Dostoevsky. Thank you, wherever he is in the cosmos. I think he's in heaven, but yeah, I have to thank him, and thank you to the Russian people for producing such artistic juggernauts who inspire Americans like me to write and to make art, and to give us a good reason to make art, because it's not so obvious here, why people make art, because people don't know why they do anything over here. People have no reason to do anything over here. It's very funny. Art in the West is treated as, on one hand, a political tool, right? So the artists will be employed by corporations or political groups in order to push ideas and convince people to vote a certain way or to give their money to this person or that organization. And so that's one reason. That's one reason that people make art in the West, and another reason is to create pleasure, right? So that people, to make you feel warm and fuzzy, to make you feel happy or excited, which isn't bad in itself. Art should excite you, art should make you feel happy, sometimes, right? If that's the goal of the art. But, that's not the only reason, right? Eating good food makes us happy, but it's not the only reason. In fact, it's not the best reason, right? It's actually like one of the lesser reasons that we eat food. Food does taste good, but the most important reason that we eat food is because we need it to survive. We would die without it, right? We would starve and wither away, and we would die. So, my monitor with the chat is blinking out here. But I think of art in the same way, right? It's sort of like food. You can eat it for pleasure, but if you're just eating it for pleasure, then you're going to be very unhealthy. You're probably going to get very fat, And when you get fat, you can't move around, and your bones hurt and everything hurts, and you're lethargic, you don't have energy, and everything's worse. You're unattractive, everything's worse. Everything's harder. And the same thing is with art. If you just consume it for pleasure, and there's no point to it, then it will degenerate your mind. Turn you into an animal, right? Or even worse than an animal. Because at least animals are just following their natural function. But the human being who consumes purely for pleasure is abandoning their natural system and subverting it and replacing it with a selfish goal that is not healthy and does not serve their growth as a human being, or even their existence at all, right? So that's how I see art. And in the West, we've sort of lost that, unfortunately. But Dostoevsky is one of the examples of, I think, good art, the best art, some of the best art in the world, because Dostoevsky, his art, if it were food, it would be tasty and nutritious. That's what I would say. That's the best kind of food. It tastes good, and it's warm when it needs to be warm, and it's cold when it needs to be cold. And it's nutritious. Most of all, it's nutritious. Because even if it tastes bad, if it's still nutritious, then it's still good art. If it helps you to grow, and it helps you to live and survive, then it's good. Now I become your subscriber. Man, thanks for your support to my efforts to learn English. I'll try to join on your other streams. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yeah, and no problem at all. I'm glad that I can help in any small way that I can. Especially a Russian brother over there. Because I can't be over there to help, know, in a physical way. So if I can help in any other way, you know, that would be great, you know. Yeah, thank you for hanging out today and just being here and learning English. What a cool, what a fun journey, you know. I'm going to learn Russian. I'm going to do it. This is like a sign from God. Well, you know, how can I not? So, so maybe the next stream I will find a good Russian movie with some subtitles, so I can understand it. Maybe we'll watch Stalker. Ooh, should we watch Stalker? Oh my gosh, that would be cool. Yeah, I think so. I also have the old Stalker games downloaded on my computer. I'm going to have to play those as well on stream. I'm getting close to the death. Uh-oh. Yep, got him. No. Uh-oh. Oh, I pulled a big guy. Uh-oh. Oh no. This might be it. This might be the end. Oh boy. Uh-oh. No. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, don't stun me. Uh-oh. This might be the first death. And we're playing on hardcore. Okay, cool. So if I would have died there, I would have died permanently. Oh, that was close. Yes. Thank you, man. Thank you for coming on here. I'm gonna take a screenshot of your name so I can learn how to pronounce it. Let's see. Take a little screenshot, and that should pop up here. Okay. Well, in any case, I'll be able to look back at the live chat. And yeah, thank you so much for coming and hanging out. I have never had. This is actually amazing. This is actually amazing because I've never had somebody in my chat on this channel just talking to me and having a conversation back and forth. You're the first one, and it happens to be a Russian person as well. I mean, that's just that's amazing. That's amazing. What a godsend. It could have been from any country in the world, and it's a Russian person. So very, very cool, and I'm honored to have you around. So okay, well, it is time that I have to go because I have to go to work very soon. It is 4:45 a.m. here, and I work at 6. But I'm so slow. I'm so slow all the time to get ready, you know. It takes me forever in the morning to get warmed up and to make my coffee and you know, lay out my clothes, and so it takes me quite a while. So I do need to jump off here, but I think I'm going to run back to Dolinair and go back to the innkeeper. Oh, you know what? I can probably use my Hearthstone here. Hearthstone. Innkeeper. Okay. Oh, there we go. Yep. So you right-click on the Hearthstone, and that should teleport me back to Dolinair. Let's see. Okay. Cool. All right. I'll sit down on this little ledge here. Wow, what an awesome stream. This is the best stream I've ever had on this channel, I have to say. And you, my friend, made it that way. You really brought up my mood tonight, and I really appreciate that. And it was very nice to meet you, and good to talk to you. And I hope you'll come back for another stream. I'll try to do this again. I don't know if it will be at the same time. Sometimes it might be a couple hours before or a couple hours after, but I will try to keep it somewhat consistent. So, okay. Well, you have a wonderful night. We love you from America, and we're praying for you. And thank you for coming and hanging out. Good night. Oh, I took my nickname from Gods of War game series. It means old Kratos in English. Oh, that's so cool! That's so cool, man. I love those games. I am just playing through the first God of War right now. Yeah, so I love those games. Excellent.